Hey guys. Oh, I know I promised I'm not doing anything fancy schmancy, but this is the third time I've tried to do this video because I'm not blinking and my eyes are drying out, and this is day 7 of not sleeping because the baby is getting his vampire canine teeth in. It's been brutal, so I am just going to power through. Maybe stop and put eye drops in. I'm doing a video today about virtual parties, and I'm going to treat it a little bit like question and answer because I opened it up in our group and you guys have given me lots of really great feedback on what you want to know, so hopefully I can answer some of those questions for you. So the first thing was, how do I get parties? And the main way that I do is from previous parties. I keep my groups open, and every month I will ask for lash pics. I will post the kudos for the month, and then I will do a call for who wants some free makeup. Get a hold of me, let's do a party. And the other way that I do, and you guys all do too, is on the personal Facebook page. And then lastly, I send out a lot of scripts in private message and talk to people about doing parties. And I try to set all my parties up for the next month by the middle and end of the month. So right now it's January. I've got all of my parties except a couple set up for February. And I do a lot of parties. That's how I make my money. That's how I make my personal retail sales that you guys have been asking about. I strive to make 2,500 to 5,000 PRS, and it's mostly by parties and a little bit by cash and carry. So right now I think I have 12 parties set up for February already. So that's how I get my parties. And for the hostesses, I send out a script a couple days before, the night before that I set up their party, and it just gives them some tips. Trying to add over 100 people, trying to be engaging by liking and commenting on my pictures, etc. But the new thing that I have done is I've made a hostess lounge. It's a group that gives tips. I've set them up, and then I post every couple days. I add all of my hostesses in there as soon as they say they want to have a party. So even if it's in 4 weeks or 6 weeks, I add them to this group. And then as their party is happening, I will tag them in some post and say, hey, try this out, or if things are going slow, this is what you can do. And that is from a different presenter. I had that idea. So I also have that hostess lounge, which is amazing. And some of my recruits that are new, you know who you are, have been added to that group because they were hostesses and they said that it was a really good idea, and they've set it up themselves too. So that might be something you want to look at. The person that I got the idea from actually added a whole bunch of other presenters so that they could see, and I was one of them. So I got a bunch of ideas and then left because now she has, I don't even know, thousands of people in there, and compliance might end up shutting it down just because there's so many people in there, right? So that's not something I'm going to do. I'm just adding my hostesses so that it just stays within compliance, and it's just a helpful little group for those hostesses. About keeping engagement and participation in the groups, one of the things you want to do is have people asking questions and talking in the group, because the more interaction there is in your party, the more it's going into people's news feeds. We've talked before about sneaky Facebook and the algorithms, and you just want action in there. Your hostess is vital to this. She needs to be doing a little bit of work too, not a lot, but people need to know that this is her party, else a bunch of mascara pics from Sasha Boyd are going into these people's news feeds. They don't know who I am. They don't care. They end up leaving the group. They need to know that it's so-and-so's party, and she's the one hosting, and she's the one getting these awesome free rewards for having this party. So make sure that she is interacting. With that being said, I have a lot of parties that I do, and truly a lot of them bomb. They have 0 sales. I still can't figure out the magic to this. I have some really amazing parties and I have some really horrible ones. So really, you're not going to win all the time. You just have to keep on going. If you're choosing to do a 5-day or a 10-day, you commit to that and you keep on doing your 3 to 5 posts. Stay enthusiastic. You never know if a sale will come from this eventually down the road. But people need to know that you stand behind your product and how you choose to sell it. So just stay positive about that, even if it is turning out to be a failure. Fake it till you make it. So in the party, I do giveaways often. Not many of them in a party, just one. But if you don't have YCash or half price items or your own money out of pocket that you want to use, just do a game. You don't have to say it's for a prize. Just do games. People like to play games. They're on Candy Crush constantly, right? So if they see your fun little makeup game come up, they'll play it. And the more that people post on that comment or on that picture, on that game, it's going into news feeds, and that's what you want. You want your party in people's news feeds. Let me see if there was any other questions here. I really like the idea of the welcome post because, as you know, when you do a video, you're not just a robot behind the computer anymore. You are a presenter, and this is your little 10-second story, and now you're a real person that is selling them this stuff. I have heard of 30-minute parties where it is sort of like a Skype thing and people can ask you questions and you've got the party link going. I haven't tried that myself yet though. How much time do you spend on just the mascara? So when I do my 10-day party, the first 5 or 6 days are only on mascara and only on lash pics and lash videos. And then the next couple days I do other products. And the last 2 days is when I do business, join me in the business, and host your own party. So it will be similar when I do the 5 days coming up in February, switching to a 5-day group. 75% of the time will be mascara at the beginning, and that's just so people focus, they know what it's about. If you have a hostess that has already had a party, she might want you to focus more on some of the other products, and you guys can talk about that too. And that might be it. Sorry there's no music. Told you it's not fancy schmancy yet. You never know. The mock party template, I've thought about doing one. But now that Facebook is flagging us as spam, I don't know if we would want to do the same pictures and the same posts. We have a mock party template up that Whitney has done, and it's great, and that's what I use my welcome post for, but I'm thinking I will do a video too. So I will try to find my way around that, maybe do just some general ideas, sort of an outline of this video to put up in the files for you guys. I can't remember if I mentioned what I have found helpful is on my iPad. I've made a 10-day template with day 1 and a bunch of posts, day 2 a bunch of posts, so I can copy and cut right from my iPad into parties. I know some of you have used or heard about Postcron, and so you can schedule posts. I haven't used it myself because I'm, I guess, old school, and I'm finding that this works for me. I think that's all the questions for now, but I hope that's helped you out a little bit, and definitely ask me if you have other questions or need clarification on anything. I love being able to help you guys out. It helps me actually to be talking these things out loud and thinking about new ideas in my head as we go along too. So we rocked January, so let's keep on going for February. I'm so excited to be part of this team with you guys, and thanks for just listening to me banter on. Bye.